So I don't know if any of y'all is hip to Joe Knows situation, right? And it's I think it's golden. I don't know what people is hating on Joe Knows for, but Joe Knows he's trying to make a difference in the 2K community. And I really see that. And I really see that. And what I want to say is thank you, Joe Knows, for being one of the creators to actually speak up and try to make a difference. However, y'all niggas literally shitted on him. Y'all shitted on him. Y'all didn't waste no time. Y'all shitted on him. Y'all went on Twitter and y'all shitted on him. I didn't see the actual tweets. I seen them in this video because I'm not getting nothing from Twitter no more because Twitter is painful. Twitter has so much shit on there that it's just best for me not to be on it, at least consistently. Y'all might see me talk about some shit I seen on Twitter here and there, but 9 times out of 10, I'm off that. You feel me? It's so much drama on there. But that's besides the point. Joe Knows, bro. He's trying to make a difference, like I said, and he's trying to stand for something. So if y'all don't know, NCAA, and I learned this from the last Joe Knows video that I watched, and this is why this video ultimately popped up on my recommended. NCAA put some online transactions or offline transactions in an offline game mode in that college football shit. Mind you, that game is ass, right? However, the community decided that they was going to stand up and they was going to be like, nah, we ain't going for this shit. And they removed the transactions, the micro transactions. Y'all know how like niggas buy VC and all that shit, special bundles and all that. That's a micro transaction. Basically, small spending amounts or small revenue opportunities for the company that they place into the game. You know what these niggas be on. These niggas be trying to suck your ass dry. They almost like a bunch of vampires financially. Anyway, yeah, and they got the red and white logo. Huh. Maybe they is into some vampirism. Anyways, I don't want to get too deep into that. I don't at all. Because that's not what I'm here for right now. I'm not. I wanted to simply talk about how people have limited mindsets and how sometimes you have to block out the noise in order to really make change. However, I think Joe Knows is doing a good job. The one thing I would change about Joe Knows right now is the sky top fade. Shout out to everybody with a sky top fade though. But it just remind me of my 7th grade self. It just remind me of my 7th grade self, bro. And my little cousin. He know exactly who I'm talking about. That nigga dad, my uncle used to cut his hair, give him a fucking pineapple sky top. He looked just like him. Anyways, man. So Joe Knows he came out here and he was doing his thing. Now, I'm gonna play some of this video because it's a specific part in this video that made me go, oh hell no, this going on the channel. It made me go, oh hell no, this is going on the channel. So let me play this shit so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Reaction to my first video was pretty interesting to say the least. For this video to make sense, you probably need to go watch that video, so I'll leave it in the description if you didn't check it out.
Y'all don't, hey listen,
much I was talking.
I just caught y'all up. Y'all cool around here. Thank you, Joe Knows. I think everybody should go watch Joe Knows video though, because he go more in depth than what I was saying. Basically, he just ain't going. He tired of these niggas getting off. He tired of it. That's what he's saying. What I was saying.
Talking about the college football situation, microtransactions, NBA 2K27, and kind of linking it all together, and just talking about the actual challenges that we're up against as a community. And to my surprise, a lot of the community instantly clowned me for it and said it's impossible. But if you look at the quote tweets to my video, I know my Twitter's in light mode, get over it, it's how I like it. But pretty much saying this is a waste of time got more than triple the likes that the actual conversation itself got. And then the second quote tweet got double the likes the actual conversation got, saying the fact that he's getting blitzed for even posting this is how you can see the difference between the two communities, man. Sucks to see. When more people are supporting the fact that you shouldn't even try than people supporting the actual conversation, that says a lot.
It does, bro. It does. It says a whole lot about the entire mindset of most people who consume media. Most people who consume media ultimately have feelings like that. A lot of them, rather. A lot of people. I ain't gonna say most, but a lot of people, because everything dualistic. It is what it is. It's a balance to this life shit. But it's a whole half of society. And some people closer to the middle ground than others. But it's two halves to this shit. So some people decide that they want to dwell within hopelessness. And sadly, that's the majority of the 2K community. You've been trained to think that way. Each year they taking little by little by little. It's almost similar to Call of Duty. And I mentioned that in the Call of Duty video that y'all probably gonna see later on today. I hope y'all been progressing. I mentioned that in that Call of Duty video, how some companies, they not making games because they love making games. They aren't making games to constantly scale up. It's possible that a lot of these companies are just making games in order to hit a certain threshold or achieve a certain amount of success or hit a certain dollar amount, right? And once they hit that dollar amount, they like, man, I don't give a fuck about this company no more. We didn't already built a legacy. It is what it is. Let's just ride this shit out to the end. That could potentially be what the fuck is going on. I've seen some videos a long time ago of creators talking about the dev team of 2K and shit like that. But honestly, y'all, it's probably all AI robots making this shit. No cap. Y'all say the game feels soulless? That's because it does. It is soulless. It's not no soul in these games no more. It's not. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if they don't tell you about the AI usage. They're using AI and they're using it more than they ever have. Are you crazy, nigga? You don't think they are? Are you fucking crazy? It's gonna be select companies that understand that, actual human expression is needed for certain parts, like Rockstar. You can tell that there is going to be human expression in Rockstar. But bro, in GTA, it's AIs all around you. It's AI, artificial intelligence all around you. It's been artificial intelligence all around you since you've been a fucking kid. How long have you had Siri on your phone? Anyway, basically, a lot of y'all niggas done gave up hope. And Joe Knows is seeing that. This was very interesting to me as a person. I ain't gonna lie. And what Joe Knows does right after this is very interesting to me as well. Because he basically chin checked you niggas. Babe, that's low key how I felt. It's like, niggas, shut up, niggas. Oh my god, y'all, watch this shit, bro. And I'm not saying that that's Joe Knows intentions. That's not what I'm saying. But that's what it felt like.
The thing people attacked was the way I approached my first video on the topic. I felt the point of the first video was to not only start the conversation, but educate people on what exactly the challenges we were facing were. People said doing that was doing nothing or engagement farming. To me, it was the necessary first step in this whole process.
Which it was. Joe Knows, which it was. Facts. 100% facts. You need to speak about something. You need to verbalize it before you actually do it.
For example,
especially if you're trying to create a movement. It's not like he's doing this by himself, because this is not something you can do by yourself. You really can't do anything by yourself. That don't mean you need anybody else, though. Don't get it fucked up. If you understand that, you understand that. I ain't here to explain no concepts. If you wanna hear a concept about that, you can let me know in the comments. But if you're trying to create a whole movement, of course, bro, you gonna have to get engagement. You gotta get on the mountaintop if you want to create a physical movement like this. If you want to create a physical and mental shift in people, you have to speak it out into the world. So it's no real point of arguing with niggas who can't see that. I ain't gonna lie. But like I said, things like this, they interest me, so they're gonna be on the channel.
Farming. To me, it was the necessary first step in this whole process. For example, so many people were saying our situation was the same as the college football situation. But Bordeaux, the man who started the college football movement, when I talked to him personally, the first thing he pointed out was the differences between the college football community situation and the 2K community situation. And when you look at the college football situation, what they actually...
So it seems I got the timelines messed up. Yeah. I know you're probably waiting. What is Lindo talking about where he basically said, shut up, niggas? Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. You gonna see.
accomplished, they didn't completely remove microtransactions or completely change EA's business strategy. The pay to progress feature that EA snuck into it.
Bro, my nigga Nick told me I should have trademarked that word back in 2023. I should have trademarked the word progression. I damn near invented that bitch. Progression. Every time I hear it, it's like something in me just light up. You feel me?
Offline game mode, they got that removed. And EA didn't even return the game to the way that the college football community wanted. The reason I approached my first video the way that I did was I felt it was important to point out the differences between the college football situation and the 2K community's ongoing situation with microtransactions. If the 2K community actually wants something to change, it's not going to be a 2-day fight where a hashtag goes trending on Twitter and instantly things change.
Facts.
The public needed to hear all that information I put in the first video to understand what exactly the challenges are. It was so surprising to me that people questioned that strategy. When you look back at some of the big...
This is the part. Get ready. This shit might hit you. I can't even help myself from laughing, bro. Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
It was so surprising.
I feel like y'all know when the niggas stare at you when they watch the show and you haven't, and I'm just staring at you waiting on your reaction. That's the equivalent of what's going on right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm staring at your head.
To me that people question that strategy. When you look back at
some of the... Let me run it back for immersion.
I needed to hear all that information I put in the first video to understand what exactly the challenges are.
Hold on, is this turned up all the way? It is. All right, let me run it back again. I know y'all mad at hell, boy. Nigga, what the fuck?
Hear all that information I put in the first video to understand what exactly the challenges are. It was so surprising to me that people question that strategy. When you look back at some of the biggest activists in human history, that's the approach they took. Now, I know I'm gonna get clowned for this, but one of the most influential human beings to ever step foot on Earth used this approach to fight much tougher battles than video game microtransactions. Dr. King firmly believed in education.
This nigga is so funny, bro. Oh my God. This nigga just checkmated all of y'all niggas, bro. No cap. This nigga said, now I know I'm gonna get clowned for this. Hey, Joe Knows, man. Let me clap that shit up for you, boy. Shout out Joe Knows, man. Shout out Joe Knows, man. Shout out Joe Knows, bro. No cap, man. That shit funny to the motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, shit. He right, though. You know? And it's very impressive how he at least has the capacity to learn like this, because a lot of niggas wouldn't have thought of this. A lot of niggas simply wouldn't have thought of like, okay, what can I incorporate from other people? Or how can I connect this with another great speaker who actually led to change? So shout out to Joe Knows. Basically said, you niggas need to shut the fuck up. You niggas need to shut the fuck up. That's basically what he said. I'm going to say it for him. You niggas need to shut up. If y'all want to see the rest of this video, y'all can go over to Joe Knows channel. But y'all have to understand something. If you want to see change, you have to be the change. Speak the change. Act the change. Do all of that shit. Niggas can't keep complaining about something and not changing anything. That says a lot more about yourself if you think that way than you might be realizing. If y'all want to see more of me, y'all can tap in with my Twitch. I'll be live playing games. If you want to see the gameplays, You can not follow. You can join the member program. It's all the VODs and gameplays on there. What else? If y'all want to tap in with me personally, like if you want to send me a personal message, you could either leave a comment or you could email me if it is like real personal. You feel me? Also, make sure y'all like this video. Like this video and subscribe to the channel because it ain't no other channels doing it like this, man. Ain't no other channels doing it like this, man. Ain't no other channels doing it like this, man. For real, I'm gone.